What's up with it? What's up with it? I got a whole bunch of XP about this shit. Damn. All that shit out of stock too. I know Trey love this shit right here. I know that ain't say $50. I could have made so much money out this shit. Get the accolade. First thing first. Talk about some PCs and shit. See everybody be trying to get PCs like a motherfucker. A lot of people be going for what they be seeing on Amazon and shit. Or just be trying to really budget. It's a way you can budget and get what you want, but right now it ain't the best time. I mean, it don't matter when you get in a PC, but right now it's just like the motherfuckers is the new GPUs came out for both AMD and Nvidia, and it used to be the word you could pay 1,200, 1,500, and you can get a entry level mid or something, a decent PC if you build it yourself. Now it's like if you ain't spending 2,000, 1,600, 1,500, they really kind of just fucking you over. I see that. It's some of the shit I got up in my PC, man. Shit, it ain't the best of the best, but you know, it get the job done. It's right here. I had got a 5700 GPU, CPU when I didn't have a GPU up in here. Like if I had the money to get a GPU, I wouldn't have got the CPU with the integrated graphics on there. The reason why I had got this one because I still wanted to do some gaming stuff while I was waiting or saving the money to get my GPU. That G just mean that it comes with the graphics. Usually with PCs like this, CPUs like this, you gotta have a motherboard that allows integrated graphics. It has 8 cores. I was really looking at the 8 cores and the 16 processors. It meant a whole lot to me because my first PC only had 6 cores. And if you ain't getting 8 cores or better, then it kind of puts you in a bind when you're trying to do a lot of stuff in the background, like Discord, running Discord, or opening up different browsers and shit like that in that nature. His motherboard is a decent little budget build motherboard. Like as far as upgrading, I can do a lot of upgrades on this motherboard if I wanted to. And then the RAM, I got 32 gigs of RAM. 32 gigs of RAM, 16 to 32 gigs of RAM is necessary on any PC these days. And then when we go to the GPU, if you're not buying a mid level GPU or high end GPU, even if you're getting an older one, it's necessary that you have at least a minimum like 12 or more VRAM. Because what's happening is as they make games, they update the games and shit like that. The VRAM usage is becoming more demanding. That's why they're making GPU cards with more VRAM. Because AMD was originally doing it where they was giving a lot of VRAM, but for like the budget bills and shit like that. But now Nvidia is also been adding more VRAM to their graphics cards. But you gonna pay for you paying for the price. But like this is some like minimum specs. Ah shit, this ain't even you find a game, some everybody to play. So the main thing that's increasing on games is memory. It says a minimum of 8 gigs RAM. I don't recommend that shit at all because if you playing this and your PC got 8 gigs of RAM and you want to run like Discord in the background and other shit, you gonna have problems. Like you gonna run out of space. That's what happened with my first PC. You might as well get 16 or 32. That's about what? 40, $50, $30, depending on the type of RAM that you're getting. Put that shit up in your PC. Because what happens is this right here. This is your RAM right here. It's your memory. Anytime you turn your PC off and turn it back on, this shit refresh. It ain't no permanent storage. It's just temporary. You want to always make sure that you can keep this shit at least under 30% or in this range. I got 32 gigs on this PC. I might upgrade to 64 gigs later on, but 32 is pretty decent for what I be doing. My other PC that's right next to it, they got 64. But anytime you running anything, let's say I open up Discord, it's gonna increase your memory. That's why it's important that you want a decent amount of memory in your computer RAM, whatever that shit is. You open this shit up real quick. Got Discord open. Got this open. They say we're at 40% right now. We get to open up some other shit. So the more tabs I open, the higher this shit gonna go up. If I start streaming something, it's gonna take a little bit of a hit too to go to Twitch. Find some shit. This right here lets you know how much memory it's taking. Like as you see, I got 19 browsers open, Steam, Discord, Twitch running. And if I had started up a game in the background, let me start up a game real quick so you can really see what it's looking like. Really see what it's looking like. This ain't even including like a lot of the background apps that be running. A lot of the shit when you get PCs, you gotta stop it. You gotta stop them so they don't be taking up unnecessary memory, especially when you getting them little pre-built PCs that's like branded and shit like that. They might say SkyTech and all this other bullshit. It's just them branding their own shit. It's still a Windows PC or Microsoft. They just put their own branding on their shit. They might add some bullshit ass apps, and you want your shit to run at top speed. A PC is just like an old school, man. It's all depending on what you want in that motor and how you want your shit running. So if you want that shit for racing, you're gonna need a racing motor in that motherfucker. You're gonna need a lot of shit, bowled out and tuned and different type of shit. If you want that shit just for everyday driving, same thing. Same thing with your PC. Even if you do get a bullshit PC or a oven or a toaster, what these people call it, is ways that you can upgrade it. But the price of upgrades, at the price of upgrades, you might as well just damn near just build your own PC or buy a brand new PC with a lot of this shit. But if you're just trying to, just trying to enjoy yourself and play the game, necessary to have certain upgrades like RAM. You got 8 gigs RAM, it's necessary that you do like 16 to 32 gigs just to be able to game how you want to and possibly run like Discord in the background or any other browser that you think you might need, like music, Spotify, all the different type of shit. And also, your RAM speeds determine how fast your PC will start up. Your RAM speeds, your SSD, CPU, all that shit determine how fast your PC gonna load shit. Like your SSD determine how fast your game's gonna load and shit. That's doing what it's doing. Now you can see what I'm talking about. My memory went up to 62. I started Call of Duty. Now I'm up to 63%. 20 out of 32 gigs is used. So Call of Duty, Discord, and all the other stuff in the background that automatically put me up to 63%. I normally ain't running Discord on this PC at all. I don't do nothing but game. If I'm running Discord, it's because I'm trying to do it for some stream purposes or some shit like that. Like it's some complicated shit. But you always want your CPU under 100, 90, 80%, 70%. You trying to keep it as low as possible. It's okay to have spikes every now and then to like 85, but you want to keep it at the minimum percentage as possible with your CPU, or you start to running the shit called bottlenecking. Same thing with your GPU. Like GPUs can usually run higher, but you want to keep it as low as possible, like 45, under 50, all that different type of shit. You don't want your shit to be working as hard as possible. Usually when you're on the PC, you don't have to run max settings on no PC for like games like Call of Duty because it naturally it look good. It's a computer. The difference between a computer and a PS5 is you actually getting the true resolution. So if you 4K gaming on a PC, you actually gaming at 4K resolution and you can see it. A PS5 is not truly gaming at 4K resolution at all. But they the marketing and all the different type of shit, they good at, getting people to believe that shit. Yeah, usually when you on PC, you gaming and shit like that. If you want to get a high frame rate, you're gonna turn all your settings on low. So my settings is on fidelity cast. I learned it over the time. You want to make sure this is always at 100. Lately, Call of Duty been tripping, so anytime it's resetting anything, it start this at like 60 or something. But you got to make sure you turn it to your screen's rendering resolution. So whatever your screen is, if you got a 2K, 4K, or a 1080p monitor, you want to put it where it need to be, or it's gonna look kind of ugly. The fidelity cast, depending on the GPU that you have, some people might have NVIDIA scaling, AMD scaling, but the best scaling that everybody be using is fidelity cast. It's gonna make your game look good. A good percentage to have it in is anywhere between 90, well I say 80, 90, and 100. The higher the strength, the better it's gonna look. As far as upscaling and shit like that. Same thing with the VRAM scale. Your VRAM scale is basically gonna depend on your GPU. If you got a 4 GB or 8 GB GPU, like you see this right here, say that I'm taking up 3.8 gigs with these minimum settings. I got everything on very low as possible, and it's taking up 3.8 gigabytes of VRAM. That shit right there mean that you can still play it, but you know you might run into some visual issues and shit like that on your GPU. You might run into some visual issues with it being so close to its target. Reason why you want to have 12, 16, 24, or whatever the highest VRAM card is, because the higher the VRAM, the better quality and the higher resolutions you can play your game. On this PC alone, if I don't got nothing running in the background, all the different type of shit, I can run this shit at max settings if I wanted to. I can game in 2K, 4K, but the settings is gonna be different. A lot of people be needing to know this shit because they just be going off what people be telling them. They really don't be breaking it down. What else we got? A lot of the settings that I changed in here is recommended as well. Like I do a lot of this shit for FPS. I turned down my VSync off. I customized my frame rate to let's say if you got 144 hertz monitor, you can put 144, 60, 30. And another thing with AMD GPUs, I had to turn on the variable rate shading because when I turn it off, you get a glare. Sometimes it might be the same on NVIDIA. It just depends. Just depend on the how much you pay for the GPU, the tier GPU that you get. But in most computers, if you run that shit at all the way at the minimum settings, even with this shit, take it off optimize, put it on minimum. Same thing with everything all the way down. Be able to game like at a decent. Should be able to game without having some issues and shit like that. Let me open up something else so you can see how it affect the RAM. It's the same thing with a cell phone. If you got all these damn tabs up, it's gonna slow your phone down. It's a little mini computer. Alright, so now I got metal clips open. Metal clips, if anybody trying to get into 5M RP gaming and shit like that, that's something that you're gonna need. You're gonna need this type of clipping software unless you're using something like NVIDIA what is it called? Shadow Play or the regular computer clipping shit. A lot of times you want to have a clipping software that can record the date, time, and shit like that because you be needing the dates and the times. All right, you see I open up all this now. I'm at 74% on my memory. The game is still playable. It's very playable, but you still don't want to be there because it's still putting a lot of stress on your RAM. If I had 64 gigs, I wouldn't be having to worry about this shit at all. So I'm gonna show that in a minute. And like you see, my GPU is at 6. It's still at decent levels. CPU at decent levels. But once it start getting like 100, all this shit, you having some issues, especially if it's staying up there in the hundreds. Usually, if you got 8 GB of memory and you trying to do all the shit that I'm doing, you're gonna see that at 90 to 100%, and most likely the PC is gonna be crashing because it's not able to withstand everything that you're trying to do with it. I'm gonna start closing everything out so y'all can see that shit live. Close out Discord, milk clips. I'll do that. When I close this out, it's gonna drop drastically. Open up my browser. See it drop to 45%. Close out all these browsers. Alright, we should start dropping a little bit lower. What else I got open? Thing, close this shit out. This shit out. Switch. Alright, so I done closed everything out but my browsers, and you see I'm at 33%. So what's running at 33%? Let's see. My Microsoft Edge browser running at 33%. So if I close out this browser, we should see a change in it. So sitting at idle, I'm already at what, 30%? Yeah, sitting at idle, I'm at 30% with my let me do it this other way, close this one out too. Oh shit. Oh. Alright. Yeah, so I'm at 6% utilization on my CPU right now. All this shit is important when you buying a PC or you trying to get you a decent PC. Shit that you need to know. Reopen the browser. Yeah. Mm. But yeah, when you be buying shit like this from Best Buy and Amazon, all that different type of shit. They be hiding a lot of shit from you. A lot of shit they be hiding from you. See, somebody go see this right here and be like, "Oh yeah, man, it's a $500 PC. I'm finna get that. This shit right here, just by like having a laptop, just a little bit shit. If not worse, depending on what laptop you get. Yeah. The good thing is it got 16 gigs of RAM in it, but it ain't no telling how slow that RAM is. So just because it say 16 don't mean it's good RAM. Same thing here. It's like it's a decent build, but you're gonna run into issues with the graphics card with it being 8 gigs, depending on what game you're playing. Like this shit right here, you can really do something with. Later on, you might want to upgrade your GPU to a higher VRAM GPU, but for the most part, you can do some shit. Now let me send this shit to you. Got 1 terabyte up in there, addressable RGB menu. Probably change the colors. 32 gigs of RAM. The main thing be like this decent, but you really want to see what that motherboard looking like. 'Cause the motherboard to tell you it determine how much you can upgrade your PC. If you're gonna be limited on doing some shit. A lot of times when you on these websites, they ain't gonna tell you what their motherboard is. You might have to go search and find it. What this shit. 4060 ain't bad. It ain't bad. You just gotta run your shit on low. If you playing 5M, you really gonna have to be mindful of your settings. You're gonna really have to turn your settings down because 8 gigabytes ain't gonna be enough, especially when you playing on servers that are heavily modded. Heavily modded servers require a lot of VRAM. VRAM and regular RAM space. This shit to him right now. Yeah, I bought my first PC from Best Buy. Some bullshit. It got the job done at the time, but most of the time they gonna sell you a PC with 1 RAM stick, unless you or they gonna sell you with a bullshit ass GPU. Like they got 4 gigs of RAM. You gonna try to play like some heavy resource games like Call of Duty, GTA, and you gonna run into issues if you ain't running your settings on low. As soon as you get into the game and really get going. So it's like if you ain't this is the reason why I say 2,000 minimum. You gotta pay 2,000. You wanna pay at least about 2,000 minimum because it's gonna get you in the door. This shit got a high-end GPU. It's a 9070 XT, 16 gigs of VRAM, 32 gigs of memory for your regular RAM, 2 terabytes, and it got a high-end processor. This shit right here, you gonna get some shit like this, you ain't gonna have no issues streaming, running Discord in the background. Yeah, it's gonna be able to play, the 5M servers and everything. And the only thing you gotta worry about is just making sure you got a second monitor and shit. And I think something like this, it might come with, yeah, it's gonna come with a keyboard and it might come with a keyboard and mouse sometimes. But now this will say shit, you just getting the build. Let me see. Yeah, it come with a keyboard and mouse. Most of CyberPower PCs do. Yeah, you can run it at max settings, a high end GPU. You good all the way around the board. Or you can get something like this. But if you later on, if you try to upgrade your GPU, you're gonna be limited on how far you can upgrade your GPU. based on the power supply and the motherboard and your CPU, because everything got to be in sync. If it ain't in sync, you're gonna run into bottlenecks and shit like that. You gotta make sure your CPU is strong enough to handle the like it gotta match with your GPU, so your FPS and everything be looking right. And then you gotta make sure you got enough power distributed into all your parts, because a lot of times you might have to upgrade your power supply. Usually when you get to going into all that different type of stuff, you gotta upgrade your power supply, your GPU, your RAM, and possibly your motherboard CPU. You might as well just build your own PC. Show you what I'm talking about with FPS frames and shit. I got a 144 hertz monitor. I needed a 240. I got a 144 hertz monitor. It's a 1080p monitor. I got it a little while back. If I knew better, I would have got a 2K monitor that's 240 or something like that. Cause my hardware can do a lot more than the monitor is allowing it to do. So a lot of times I be having to set my settings in Call of Duty because it might be running too high for my monitor. My monitor will show me some shit that y'all can't see, saying that it's working outside of his realm or some shit like that. Like it's running too high. Really doing all this yapping because it's a lot of people that they be lurking, being nosy, and ain't gonna be asking, but they be really wanting to know. So then another thing with playing COD on a PC, you always have to make sure your shaders load up. If your shaders do not load up, you're gonna be lagging. What that means is the graphics. Your graphics gotta load all the way in. You just have to do it one time or every so often, anytime it's a new update. If you don't, then you're gonna have issues. Major lag when you get in the game. You don't want no major lag. But at the top, you're gonna see my FPS on max FPS or however much it's gonna be when I play the game when we get up in there. For the people that don't know, packet loss show that you lagging. That's gonna determine if your game is lagging or not. A lot of people just be saying they lagging, they don't be lagging, they don't be knowing what the fuck they talking about. It's either their internet need to be better, need a hard wire, some shit like that, or they just dry seeing they lagging because they had just did some dumb shit in the game. Once I clean my PC, free it from all this dust and shit, it's gonna be running a whole lot better. My shit been running hot because it got a lot of dust around my CPU. My FPS right now 140, between 130 and 150. Once I clean and everything, it's gonna shoot up even higher. Your ping is important too. That's just your internet. So like my latency, that's my ping 3-4. That's determine how fast I'm gonna get in the game and shit. You got 4K TVs on Wi-Fi that's gonna take up all your internet resources. All FPS is just showing your frames per second. It give you like what they call pickers advantage. I just suck at the goddamn game. But FPS gives you pickers advantage where usually if I'm coming around the corner like this and somebody else coming, they don't got the same FPS as me, I see them way before they see me because my screen, like see, I seen them before they seen me. I just suck with my aiming and shit. But I got stick grip on this remote. See, on my screen, I seen him way before he seen me. But on his screen, when he started shooting, that's when he just started seeing me. Oh look, this shit look kind of faded.
Incoming LDBR.
Oh, it's my what's my name? I changed the I gotta turn up my lighting on my display. Bitch. Oh, it's that variable rated shade and shit. That's why it looks like this. Colors look washed and shit. Boy, they finna be whacking shit. They got my load out.
Returning you to the front.
Only thing is like they need to fix this variable rated shade and shit so I can turn this shit off. AMD just need to run an update on this shit because this shit be making this shit look horrible.
Solid work evading the enemy. Clear for now.
I gotta wait till the game start up to restart to change this shit.
You've got a loadout from inbound. Your squad mate's back on station. Good work.
Now when I run that high, you're gonna see my frames gonna drop. I'm still gonna have decent frames, it's just gonna drop though. A little bit.
Enemy UAV is online.
Yeah, see it dropped to like 120. Which still ain't bad. 100, 120.
Well done.
It ain't bad at all.
squads active in the field. Enemy UAV overhead. Loadout drop headed your way.
Be available for that team.
1-1 requesting recon at this time.
I'm still working on my audio shit too.
Get ready. You redeploy.
My audio not connected through my like audio is on my
25
stream
remain.
come from my gaming PC. My headset's on my streaming PC, so I'll be having a delay. Can I be hearing shit?
You're getting another chance. Weapons free.
Oh, that's some bullshit. I'm supposed to keep camping a damn load out. Oh, well.
Fire sale active. Buy station prices have been reduced.
Bitch.
From that squad. Hunt them down.
Somebody else coming.
Enemy
Want to
dropping
pick up a weapon.
AO. Hostile UAV in the area.
Took a shot.
Still standing. The enemy took that one, but we'll get them back.
Eyes on enemy.
Yeah, that what? 32 gigs of RAM, 12 gigs of VRAM, and an 8-core CPU can do. Switch over to my other PC. So here go my other PC. It's an NVIDIA. Graphics gonna look completely different. I probably got to update this shit. The Warzone and shit. But then I'm also streaming over here to multiple platforms, so that's gonna affect everything as well. Alright, so I got my capture card connected to it. I'm opening up multiple browsers. As you can see, like this CPU right here just beat. I need to upgrade the CPU. It's hitting 100. The CPU got integrated graphics on it as well, so it's using all that right now for my stream. The GPU you see is like 37. The memory is 64 gigs. It's around like 40% that I'm taking up. But if I started up Call of Duty, you'll see I'm having issues because of my CPU is bottlenecking right now. I mostly use it to stream. I can do both on it. I have to stream to like 1 or 2 channels instead of 5, 7. You got to download. I got to switch monitors. Make sure it's on the right monitor. So, on the right monitor. Data's probably gonna load. But this my NVIDIA. I gotta fix the resolution as well. What this say? And I got it running on my hard drive instead of my SSD. I need to add another SSD in there to run my games on. Just ain't got one yet. The one I do got is in my pre-built. See, these are shaders right here. That's what caused a lot of graphics and shit to be looking funny. Let me pull up my Alright, so even when it comes to the performance, I got Call of Duty running. Call of Duty is running and I'm still at like 50%. I got my capture card running in the background, which I can close it out right now since I ain't on the other PC at the moment. I can close this up. Yeah, so everything already on low. Tell I ain't been on in a minute. They still got the music, gameplay playing and shit. Alright, so even with this one, this my video. Like you see my VRAM usage at the top, it's at 11%. It's a 3060, it's a older, like 3 years ago GPU, but it got like 12 gigs on there. I'm only using 11. There go my clock speeds, my temperature, and it's also running stuff on my stream too. So that's why it's a little bit high on the temperature and shit. If you don't let them shaders low, you gonna lag like crazy. Try to speed this up a little bit. That would have happened if your shaders ain't loaded. It'll lag like crazy. It right there is what happened if the shaders ain't loaded. You don't want that at all. But you can see the graphics between the video GPU and AMD GPU. I ain't played on this one in down there once year. Everything got to update. Yeah, I can do the same thing on both PCs, like game and stream at the same time. It just all depend on what you got in your PC. If you got 32 gigs of RAM, a decent GPU, a decent CPU, you should be able to game and stream on that PC. Don't take shit personal, man. I swear I don't be giving a fuck about none of that shit. Be trying to eat free game. I'm gonna be messed up. Damn. Alright, we're gonna do the same thing over here. Here go the high settings. Gonna run it at high settings. It's probably gonna be a little off because I got the stream running. It's running like by 5 channels or some shit. But you still should get an idea. I got YouTube, Kick, Twitch, and Facebook running at the same time. Talking about shit. Hey, just be dry talking. Turn your mic off, man. Like with Nvidia, it's like the graphics might look a whole lot better if you ain't paying for the top notch AMD card as far as visual graphics. Usually when you want that, you gotta pay for the price. Nvidia is like the luxury. Damn. Hold up. Waiting on this shit to load and luxury on loading. Yes, cause all them streams running. You know how lame you gotta be to come over here and fuck with me. Alright, that should boost it a little bit. Yeah, with the stream and stuff, I ain't gonna get that many frames unless I stop the stream. That shit look horrible. It's starting to pick up now. Yeah, it's causing my stream to lag a little bit. You can see, even though it's lagging a little bit, like I have to get off stream to make it run better. You can see the difference in the visual quality compared to the AMD. But he ain't expect this shit to happen. Oh, I'm gonna clip that shit. Oh, he in the water, he in the water, he in the water. Oh, he pissed off. Yeah, I'm running at like 60 frames and shit because my stream running. Shit behind me. Yeah, like I had to stream to Twitch only because I'm streaming 1080p to each one of them channels, and it's taking a lot of taking a lot on my download and upload speeds. PC in general, just trying to run the all the stuff for stream. But if I upgrade the CPU up in there, like an i7 or something, it run. I need it to run. Just ain't updated it. Yeah, no need to no time soon. It's all about what you put in your computer. Pay for what you get. That's all this shit be about. Pay for something inexpensive, still gonna have to pay the same amount to upgrade it that you would have paid if you would have just, just put aside the money to get the shit that you really need. Want. Shit, had about 3, 4 people. 3 of my partners hit me up. Shit, I wouldn't be saying this shit if I ain't had to already go through this shit. My first PC. There you go. A little bit like this or like this. Trying to figure it out. All right. Ugh. Yeah. Yeah. Boy, heavy ass aim shit. Oh, my mic back. I'm gonna try not to say too much, do too much. Seem like people always telling on me. They just see the name, they just get to tell it.
Enemies are dropping into the area. Watch the skies.
I am here. BP50 something serious.
Enemy soldier incoming. Playtime's over. Stand by for deployment to the war zone.
I forgot I was the only one. Got somebody landing in with me. Oh. Come on, graphics.
Stand by for redeployment. Enemy UAV is online.
They drift something serious.
Moving ground, moving. Hostile UAV. You're getting another chance. Weapons free. Loadout drop headed your way. We've got 10 squads active in the field. Enemies are dropping into the area. Watch the skies. UAV overhead.
Yeah.
Ruck up. You're headed to the war zone. All stations, this is Shadow 01. Deployment to the war zone has been authorized. Hostile UAV in the area. You've got a loadout drop inbound.
Damn, I just realized I got that bag on me. I'm tripping.
One requesting recon at this time.
Awaiting target detail.
Enemy UAV overhead. UAV is... Enemy UAV is online.
Damn, I got stuck. I tripped out. I should have just dropped the damn airstrike. I tripped all the way out.
Go get after it.
And I got this dumbass rank suit on. Call of Duty be tripping. What's up with it? What's up with it? What's up with it? What you mean? Hold up real quick. I've been
We're heading to the
on
war zone.
schedule
Get
one.
geared up. Stand by.
Hold up, this shit so loud I can't even hear y'all. Yeah, I've been on schedule one. Like it's kind of like 5M, but it ain't 5M. You know, it's just a game where you you kind of selling drugs and stuff. You gotta check it out. 5M, it's pretty decent. You can play it with people and shit too. It's like it's $20 right now. It's still early access. They're still trying to fix it up. But on on OBS, you gotta what is it called? You already updated your OBS and everything. Not your OBS, your yeah, you update OBS, update your stream elements. It's in your stream elements. It's gonna be the stream elements multi-streaming.
Stay alive. Time expired.
You got 1,000 followers on TikTok. Yeah, you can. You just gotta set it up through your stream elements. Yeah, you gotta set it up through stream elements so you can go and get that access. Once you set it up through stream elements, it's gonna let you multi-stream. They updated it to where you can multi-stream and shit. More than one platform.
Enemy UAV
What you
overhead.
mean? Yeah, you gotta download it on your it gotta be a plugin. It gotta be a plugin. Once it, damn, them bitches got me. Yeah, stream elements, man. Yeah, once you go to stream elements and log in, like if you got stream elements, you got a tab on your OBS. Like when you pull up OBS, you see where, yeah, you just gotta download the what it's called. You probably just gotta update your stream elements or go to the stream elements. Yeah, that's what it is. And you just connect your TikTok, scan the QR code, and go and fill out the what is it, quick access application so you can start streaming on it. Nah, sure your screen. Hold up. Damn, you just gotta do what I just said. And they give you Nah, nah, I'm confused. What? Yeah, your Twitch, and then from there you go and do the other thing. It's cool trip. Yeah, you gotta verify your TikTok account. You put pictures for what? Is it ask for like views and shit? Yeah, you doing it wrong then. You gotta go on your TikTok and verify it first. Then once you do that, it should be a quick access application through Stream Elements. Like the one you going through is like if you just trying to do a standard and you show them like, hey, yeah, I get 50 views or 25 more views and send them a screenshot. Now on your phone, go to TikTok and verify everything. Like if you gotta add an ID and shit, go and get this shit out the way. Now, nah, nah. Try to yeah. See if it cause I had to verify my TikTok account with my ID and everything and stuff like that. I had to verify my account with my ID to go live. Yeah. Then when you go back, you're gonna go to multi-stream and you're gonna hit that plus sign and then you're gonna hit TikTok. It should give you like a quick access application to kind of bypass the standard application if you don't have 1,000 followers and shit. Nah, hell no, you can't smoke on them. Like they be tripping. Nah, you just gotta read TOS. You can't it's a lot of stuff you can't do. You can't say you can't say ninja on there. You gotta say ninja instead of what's the name. It's a lot of shit you can't do,
Damn, I might
or
have to
you'll
start
get
doing
banned.
TikTok then. They
Or
gonna ban
you just gotta shit, if you wanna be on it, that ain't no different than trying not to get banned in the server. You just gotta do what you gotta do.
Yeah, but I be smoking on my Twitch, no care.
I don't give a damn, man. I ain't TikTok.
Huh?
I ain't TikTok. I don't give a damn what you do with it.
Oh, I was just saying, like, damn, I might not need to do this. I might just stick with the Twitch.
Or they might give you like a hate speech or something. I mean, everybody. I've been seeing different shit lately. Like lately, like the shit that it just might be me. I'm gonna just put it like this. It's certain shit I can't do because I get all type of random ass hate shit and everything. And I ain't got time for this shit. Like, you probably can do whatever the fuck you want on TikTok and they probably won't say shit. But you'll find out because you'll get a notification.
Yeah.
Because it won't let you go live after a while. But shit, that's really the hack. TikTok, Twitch.
Mm.
really don't even need to go live. You really need to post some clips on fucking TikTok
I mean,
before you start going live.
lately, I just gotta I just gotta fucking get better at editing and shit, fool.
Man, this shit ain't that motherfucking serious, man. You don't need no goddamn major motherfucker. I always make look. It ain't even you. It's all these motherfuckers. Nigga make a million excuses talking about editing. Nigga, all you gotta do is clip your shit straight from Twitch. Look, all you gotta do is flip that shit from Twitch, shit that shit to YouTube, shit that shit to goddamn TikTok and
It's a
any other
stadium so
motherfucking
big,
platform.
you
But
can
motherfucker
easily
talking about
spot it
editing and
flying
all
into
that. If you
Dallas-Fort
want, you
Worth
can put
for
a
a game.
goddamn caption on
This
top of
is
that bitch.
AT&T
You can do that shit
Stadium
straight
here
from
in
your phone.
Arlington.
My cousin saying the
Ball
same
teed
thing.
up,
Man, I got it.
laying it
Man,
out, ready
post
out for
this
the
shit.
kick. And here we go from AT&T Stadium.
They're talking about
This will be a
editing and shit.
touchback, so
Nigga,
we're
what
going
you
to
a
need our
professional
first snap
editor?
to see the first action of this game.
It's like y'all be talking, man. Just put that shit up there, and as you grow, you'll figure that shit out. They want to be a professional editor, content creator, like a motherfucker. And let me add the fire explosions and
So
all
the
the different
offense
type of
out now to
scene
get this game
transitions.
started. It's
Let
first
me
and
add a
10.
B-roll in this bitch. Nigga don't even know what a B-roll
And in
is.
motion
Dry
here.
ass talking about shit.
First snap, and Lamar's going to
Yeah,
throw.
man.
And his first offering of the game winds up
And nigga, you
incomplete.
ain't following me, nigga. I'm not finna follow
Looking for
you,
his
nigga.
wide receiver there. And we'll see what they do here on
What you said
second
it on
down.
Discord?
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another
Yeah, you can
alligator
play
in order to
music
get
on
that ball
TikTok,
off. Credit the defense for
like Twitch,
forcing
and it
the
don't be
incompletion.
too much tripping and shit. Yeah.
Second down, Jackson to pass. That's going to be an incomplete pass on the throw to the right.
Oh,
Well,
man,
covered on that
25
play.
oh.
Really not
I
a
ain't know
large
that.
window for him to sneak that throw
What
in.
you looking on? TikTok, it's on. Probably the
No
resolution or
connection
some
on the
shit.
last play, and now it's third down.
I got a capture card. I done changed a lot of my settings. Probably just got a
Lamar
change it.
now from the gun. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the first
Yeah, I
down.
ain't even checked the
You know
use.
what I
I've
like
been
about
trying to
that,
check
Kate?
it.
I like that they're not
Yeah, I
coming
do.
out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield
Oh,
big yardage
yeah,
down the
yeah.
field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
Again, it's Jackson to the air. Bateman hauls it
Hey,
in. And they make the stop. We're going to say at about the 37-yard line.
man, that shit look
That
normal.
is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down, well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for
That shit is
second
probably
down. Third and short in your back pocket, you can get even more
probably
aggressive
it's in the
and
vertical
take
mode.
that
Like, I can
shot.
put it. It's in
Nice spot here
horizontal
for the
mode. I can put it
offense.
in
It's
vertical.
2nd and 1.
So it look a little clearer. I ain't got time for this shit.
Lamar off the play fake. Buying some time left. This is cut by Isaiah Likely. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new
You
set of
talking about
down.
Call of Duty?
They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
It's not cool. And a lot of people be trying to play it.
Motioning the
You gotta
tight
have a
end
squad
left.
for it.
They'll run here with Henry. And he pushes them a little closer to the 3. It's 2 yards on the gain, and now it'll be 2nd and goal.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
From the gun, Jackson. And he finds him in the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens finish up an excellent opening series. So the Ravens will try
Yeah,
for
yeah,
2.
shit. You gonna be on Big Mouth? Okay, yeah, I'll let you know. I'll hop
Jackson's
back up
throwing
on
for
this.
it.
I'll hop on Big Mouth.
It's cut for 2, and that's going to be an 8-0 lead.
All right, what's up?
Well, evidently a touchdown wasn't enough for them. They further quiet this home crowd by
So
adding
with
the
the TikTok, y'all
2-point
come tap
conversion.
that screen, run them
You know what
lights
I love
up.
about
Drop me a
this?
follow.
I love it because coaches spend time all week saying we're going to be aggressive, we're going to go for it, but then you back it up with a decision like that. That's empowering your team in another team's building. What a start.
Ball at the 33 for first down. Now a give running right. It's a pickup of 11. And that's good for a Cowboys first down.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great block in the spring.
Hey,
Guys
dry
hitting
ass
blocks
can do a blitz.
downfield, and a back who can show
Nah, I'm
off his
finna send that
wheels.
shit down that field. He
Now the
dry ass
Ravens are going
doing
to use
the
the
blitz.
first of their timeouts. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend. Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43. First down, here's Dak. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively.
he
as
blitzing.
that one falls incomplete.
Well, he needed
Nah,
another
collide
second to
again.
deliver
Let's
the
see,
throw
let's
he
see.
wanted to. You got to give a lot of credit that time, Kate, to the pass rush for getting in and forcing him to dish it before he was ready.
So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. Throwing again is Dak. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up. Dak now from the gun. Just got it away before
They're
the hit,
blitzing
but
hard,
it doesn't
the
matter. It's
motherfucker.
incomplete. Fourth down coming up.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes. And your quarterback enough
He
time to
blitzing
find
hard.
and hit him with the throw. Time, well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
Third down pass didn't work, but the offense staying out there on
He
fourth.
blitzing hard as hell.
They're going for it. Here's Prescott. He finds him beyond the marker. It's a race down the right side. There it is. Touchdown, Dallas.
His ass blitzing hard as hell.
Opening drive. C.D. Lamb with the touchdown. Brandon Aubrey now on for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Cowboys don't try to match them right
This is
away.
my
as we start
defense
out
now.
with an 8-7 ball game. Things trim back down to a single point, Brock, as they send this off and away. Here's a return from the 7. And in the end, Brock, an exciting touchback as the return comes out to the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Back now, pressure on its way. Complete Derrick Henry. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss. Offense to the line for 2nd down. They won't snap it in time. That is going to be the end of the 1st quarter. We've got a close one here. Back to AT&T Stadium in just a moment. Back at beginning of the 2nd quarter, Ravens in possession. They have 2nd down behind the sticks. Out of the gun, here's Jackson. Pass into the hands of Mark Andrews. Now here he goes, down the right sideline. And they will take this into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens grow the lead to 7. Mark Andrews with the touchdown. So this solid first half continues for them. They're into the end zone to extend their advantage.
And I think if you're a head coach here, Kate, you've got to be very happy with the effort so far. They've come out strong. They've been the ones dictating the tempo, and as a result, They add to the scoreboard.
Another two-point try coming for the Ravens. He's throwing for it. And that pass is complete for 2, and their lead grows further. Worked so well the first time. Hey, why not go right back to it? See if you can be successful again. They do, and they are.
I like the way you say that right there, Kate, because you almost feel the confidence, right? Like if you get it the first time, you're almost playing with house money. Even if you fail, it's still 14 points. It's not really a failure. And if you get it, well, you gain even more confidence and make that opponent think that much more.
Well, we knew it, Brock, and now they know it too. That one was on their defense. New set of downs for him from the 46. 1st and 10, Prescott. On target to his back, Rico Dowdle. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. Throwing on first is Prescott. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Tough one to retain through that hit. So that brings up 2nd down.
Timing is everything in life, and timing is everything defensively. That throw was just a little bit late and gave the defense time to close, deliver a pop, and knock that ball loose.
Second down, here's Prescott again. And he's there to send that one away, incomplete.
Read and react, read and react, read and react. Got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going, and then you got to react as he begins to throw to get to a spot and knock it away.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Another throw for Prescott. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. Working quickly here. Dak throwing again. And they won't do it. That ball's incomplete on 4th down.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Cowboys get the football back inside the 45-yard line after the interception.
The best defenses, you can go look at it through the decades, are built from the inside out. And that's not just stopping the run on the inside out. That's playing your coverage from the inside out. That time, beautiful job by the defense of taking away the middle of the field, getting that interception, and setting their offense up for success.
Here's Prescott, 1st and 10. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. Working across the middle, Brock, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talk about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, and he couldn't do it.
Couldn't connect on first. It's 2nd down. From the gun is Prescott. He's got a man left. He's got a gain of 6 there. Stopping that play, Trenton Simpson. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. Prescott now to throw on 3rd down. It's tipped away and it's going to hit the ground incomplete. Defender winning that rep. That brings up 4th down.
You know, as a QB, I'm going to note that in the back of my head. That was a heck of a break. Knocks the ball away. DBs like that, they tend to, once they get one hand on the ball, have a pretty good bead on you and can get two hands on it the next time.
Offense still staying out after the incompletion. They're going to try on fourth. Dak off the play fake. That's incomplete on fourth down, and they'll turn over possession.
You go for it on fourth down. It's got to be something from the short list of plays you expect to work every time. If that one's on the short list, I think it's got to be reevaluated. Something wasn't working on it, and it cost them the possession.
Escapes the pocket. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. And it's going to be second down. And 2:01 on the clock. This is going to take us inside the 2-minute warning. Second and 10 now. Cowboys rushing in, and they bring him down. We're to the 2-minute warning from AT&T. It's the Ravens with third and very long. Lamar out of the pistol. And he's in trouble and gets brought down again. And consecutive sacks have them staring at a tough fourth down.
That's two. Count them, 2 drives that he has put to rest now. First with the interception, and this time a critical third down sack. There's just some players on the field, they sense the moment defensively, and when they get the opportunity, they make the most of it.
Punter takes the field on fourth down, and he sends this one flying. And they'll down this one just beyond the midfield stripe. The Cowboys have it in great field position as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. To throw, Prescott. He lets a heater go deep.
God damn it.
Stepped in. It's intercepted. Kyle Hamilton with the pick. And the Ravens bring the interception back beyond the 40 before the tackle is made. I don't know what to be impressed by most, Brock. How effortless he made it look to throw it that deep, or how effortless the cover man made it look to get that far down there and haul in the interception.
How about we just marvel at both of them? You call a deep pass like that again on the next play, it could go to the end zone. But this time, it is a takeaway.
That was Zay Flowers, the intended receiver. So it's second down coming up.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
Connects with Bateman. And he does quite a bit of damage before they finally take him down. Offense in the hurry up here. Working inside the red zone. Almost had 6, but can't find him in the end zone. Incomplete. Thought he had a touchdown there. So now it'll be 2nd and goal. Lamar throwing again. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Baltimore. The Ravens will add to their lead at the end of the half. Mark Andrews with the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. Ravens going to give it another go, trying for 2. Then again, it's Jackson. And no connection on the 2-point try. It fails. Well, what's the old saying, partner? You can't win them all. 3rd go and a 2-point conversion in this game, and that's only the first time they did not end up in the end zone.
I know we're seeing a boom in this aggressiveness in analytics, but I will tell you, Kate, there's only so many plays. I mean, I guess you're going to see more coordinators and coaches spend off seasons adding more and more and more plays, but you only get so many reps during practice, and I am curious how many more 2-point shots they've got on that script.
Beginning a new drive here, but just 16 seconds to go before halftime. Yep, as expected, they go to the ground to start this one off. And he gets him around 6 there. Stopping that play, Trenton Simpson. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. So that's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Prescott here from the gun. Brought in by Jake Ferguson. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken. They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. He'll throw it. Caught, nice gain left side. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. That brings us to halftime. We'll get a break as our teams make their adjustments and then return with more of the NFL on EA Sports in just a little bit. Welcome back, everybody. Kate Scott, Brock Heward with you as we're about set to begin the 3rd quarter. Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff.
Man.
Turpin with a return.
How the fuck he fall?
Team gets him down at the 26-yard line. They're out and set. 1st and 10. First down, here's Dak. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Trying to get that one to CeeDee Lamb. And now they face 2nd down. They haven't found it easy to score in this one, Brock. And physicality just like that, a big reason why.
And it usually is, Kate. I love defensive coordinators when they say, hey, it's not just what you see, it's what you hear. And you could hear the physicality of that knocking the ball loose. Well, they eschewed the pass to try and bring up 3rd and short via a little more conservative ground call, but it backfired. You know, the defense, they'll look for keys up front. And they fired off the line knowing a run was coming. And, boy, they busted it before it could get back to the line.
Defense looking to defend the marker on 3rd down. Working out of the gun, it's Prescott. He has the first over the middle. And he's all the way home. Touchdown, Dallas. The Cowboys cut into the lead coming out of halftime. For the point after, here's Aubrey. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Cowboys get it back to within 1 score. All right, that lead cut down to 8 after that score, and the kick is away. Fielded at the 7. A nice return, but what a hit we had at the end of it. First and 10 now from the 30. They bring a tight end in motion right. First down throw for Jackson. Gets this to Bateman. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs. Offense up to the line fast. On first down, Jackson. And this one too far in front of him. It's incomplete.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
Finds Aguilar. And he he has it to the 42 before they make the stop. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Jackson on 3rd and 1. Complete beyond the marker. And they make the stop. We're going to say it about the 37-yard line. That goes as a 4-yard pickup, and it gets them a first down. Markers reset, ball at the 37. Putting a receiver in motion. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Bateman hauls it in. And he's out of bounds, just short of the 30.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
Jackson yet again. He finds Aguilar. And he's able to take this one down to the 25. 6 yards on the play and enough for a first. Lamar off the play fake. This time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
In theory, Kate, that's exactly what complementary man coverage is supposed to look like. The DBs, well, they're sticky on the back end of it. The front end, that pass rush, it makes an impact. It gets home. But, of course, we know it's not that simple. It is really tough to lock down a full field for more than a second or two.
And he pushes this down to the 22-yard line. We'll see what they come up with for 3rd down in just a bit. We've reached the end of 3. It's Ravens ball as they try to keep that lead and close out a win. Let's see what they draw up on this 3rd and 7. He's back to throw. Can't connect over the middle. It's incomplete.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
Justin Tucker out for the field goal. A lot of pressure hovering over this kick. This a 39-yarder from the left hash. Tucker's kick is up and good. And it's now a 2-possession game as the lead grows to 11.
It doesn't take a math major, Kate, to realize how important that field goal was. It's now a 2-score game really late and puts them in the driver's seat to go and finish this thing with the win.
Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Working from the pistol, Prescott. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And the Ravens are going to have it back, and it's marked at the 38.
Well, that's now a 2nd time that he's put his defense in a tough spot. That's a hard thing about playing quarterback, Kate. You know, with these interceptions and now the 2nd on the day, you're asking your defense again to step up to another series, another possession, another challenge. This quarterback's got to start protecting the football.
Throwing now on 1st down, it's Jackson. He intercepts it. That is exactly what they needed. Picked off by Aaron Kendricks. Oh, my goodness, Brock. I don't think I've ever seen this back-to-back plays, and we've got back-to-back interceptions.
And I would be stunned here, Kate, floored, if we saw a 3rd in a row right here. It might be the time to remind both of these offensive coordinators, you can run the ball, because these secondaries are locked in.
Throwing on 1st is Prescott. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up. Working quickly here. Another try following the sack. Put the body on the line for his team. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Here's Prescott, 1st and 10. He's on the move. He takes it himself. And they'll get there and stop him at the line. We've reached the 2-minute warning from Dallas. Cowboys trailing by 11. 2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. From the gun is Prescott.
Come on, man. Hell no.
It's intercepted. And the Ravens are finally tackled on the return after taking it all the way back to the opposing 40. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Wow, they're going to pass it here. He sends this one to the end zone. He intercepts it. That is exactly what they needed. Donovan Wilson picks it on. And the Cowboys will be set up at the 20-yard line following that interception. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. Rolling left, buying some time. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
You know, that was almost a nice chunk play before he was able to recover and provide the hit that dislodges the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays deep.
Throwing again is Dak. That one's incomplete. Had the connection, but some stone hands got in the way there.
With how hard it is to get an open look downfield, you can't let the coverage off the hook with the drop. Saw open space, started running before he was able to watch the ball into his hands.
Looking to throw it.
Oh, I should have waited.
Probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. Marcus Williams has it. And forget the turnover, Brock. They take it back for a late touchdown.
I had time in the pocket. I
Defense
shouldn't
getting
have
in on
risked
the
it.
fun, Brock, with that fourth quarter lead as they provide a nice little boost there with the pick six.
Yeah, you could feel some of the desperation of this offense, and when you get into that mode, it is danger time. Defenses love to take advantage of it. I always say to you, Kate, play fast but never in a hurry. You can't be rushed offensively because you can often be rushed into mistakes like that.
A quick chance at redemption after that pick six as it's sent away. And he didn't strike that one true, Brock. It came down short of the landing zone. He had to reach, so give them the football.
Y'all tap
up at
this
the 40.
screen.
First and 10, Prescott. Defender arrives right ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. So they opt for the shorter pass later in the progression on that play, Brock, but man, the defense took that away too.
Well, what they tell us yesterday in those production meetings, nothing comes easy. No easy completions from shots down the field to those checkdowns to the running back. Wanted to make this offense earn everything. They just did.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. Dak now from the gun. Trying to push it deep downfield. Oh no, they get him yet again. Nate Wiggins has got it. And the Ravens take it away once again. The 5th time they've intercepted in this game. Well, no doubt there was some doom and gloom on the sideline following their interception, right? But a little bit of new life now as their defense picks them up, gets it right back for them.
Hey, I am all for a nice little game of one-upmanship between these two defenses. You picked our guy off, fine. We'll answer right away. See how you follow that up.
Oh, look at this. He's setting up to throw. He throws a bullet deep to the right side. They get it right back. That's intercepted. Donovan Wilson picks it off. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he's going to work his way up to the 19. Working fast as the clock ticks towards 0. From the 19. Escapes out to the left. He's keeping it. A 7-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. The Cowboys signaling for their first time out. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
Prescott here from the gun. A bit of desperation on this deep. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Nate Wiggins has got it.
That throw has got to be the last we've seen of him this contest. I'm just not sure how they leave him in when the defense is clearly all over whatever he's trying to throw. The amount of frustration he is feeling is only going to lead to additional miscues. Please, for the...
Now this is intercepted. That is back-to-back passes. Trayvon Diggs has got it. Well, they have the advantage for a moment, Brock, but turns out that is all just that moment because they throw an interception and give the ball right back.
And for once, both coaches on both sidelines are preaching the same message. Take care of the ball.
Yeah.
Not often you see back-to-back plays end in interceptions, and we're right back to where we were just a couple moments ago.
First down, here's Dak. Getting out to his left. Trying to push it deep downfield. He's got it deep downfield. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position.
Space on the right. He's got room. And he takes it into the end zone for a Dallas touchdown.
Don't run out that goddamn clock like you want to.
Interception into points. C.D. Lamb with the touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game.
Listening.
Extra point from Aubrey is up and good. And the Cowboys make it an 11-point ball game. Well, time making this all but impossible, but they're going to try for the onside kick here anyway. Oh, the Cowboys are saying they have it, and it looks like they do! Well, still a risky call, but a little less so than normal given that field position. Wonder if that emboldened them to try it, partner, and in turn get the ball back successfully.
I think that's exactly what it did. Easier to stomach an onside attempt, to take that kind of risk with that field position. That penalty, boy, did it prove costlier than just the yardage. It ends up costing them.
Finds a seam, left side, he's off to the races! And he is in for the touchdown! Still unlikely, Brock, but it's not
Listen
entirely over
there.
just yet with this score. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just gotta ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you got to win right from the jump. And you got to protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up, and you can find pay dirt.
Ooh, and he can't shake the defense. They track him down in the backfield, and this two-point attempt fails. So just 1 second to go. They not only have to recover this, they've got to return it all the way. And they make this stop, we're going to say, at about the 37-yard line. So the Ravens will fly home with the win. And finally, Brock, they can exhale and take a few breaths. Because I don't imagine any of them were breathing easy during that one with how close this game was.
Them or us? We're both.
All of us.
Yeah,
All of the above.
It is so hard, Kate, to match the adrenaline surge they feel right now, and that they felt at every major turn throughout the second half. There's just something about a close game, the intensity that's there in every moment that you love to experience as a player, and that you hope in all these moments you can execute so you're the one celebrating and riding that wave of emotion.
And with Brock Heward and our EA Sports crew, I'm Kate Scott saying so long from this one. The Ravens are your winners as we say so long from Dallas.
Get me on Twitch. Twitch, YouTube, and Kick. Once this shit over with, back in motion. If I'm saying something, ain't nothing against you. Y'all, it's just yeah, just telling you the truth. I ain't no motherfucking yes man. So I ain't gonna go along with the bullshit like most of these motherfuckers be doing. I be in my own world. Yeah.
to the game.
A fitting backdrop for a match of massive significance. The stage is set, a packed house at the ready, awaiting two teams who like nothing better than to test themselves on a stage like this. The tricky part is trying to decide which side will outfox the other. Stay with us, we have every kick of the ball, next here on EA TV.
Hello and a warm welcome to a stadium that was revolutionary when it was built back in the 1990s, the Johan Cruyff Arena here in Amsterdam. My name is Derek Ray, positioned here on the commentary gantry, and sitting next to me, ready to give you all the analysis, is Stuart Robson. And without
Hell
doubt, a
no,
match
get
with
the
the
fuck away
potential
from
to
me.
bring genuine excitement. It's the Netherlands against Italy.
Well, Derek, when looking
Fuck
forward to
away
this
from me.
game, you
Fuck
can't
away
help
from
but
me.
notice there are some
Get
great
gone.
matchups all over the pitch, particularly in those central areas. Whichever team wins more of those battles will win the game.
And he takes it on! But the keeper takes charge, and it was pretty straightforward. Here's the
Interception.
starting 11 for the Netherlands. Virgil van Dijk
Take
plays
off.
alongside
Take
Nathan
off.
Ake in
Shake him.
central defence, and leading the
Shake him.
attack today is Memphis.
Boom. Damn.
And quick thinking defensively. And the Italy starting 11. Gianluigi
Oh.
Donnarumma stands between the posts. Nicolo. And it goes! An early opening statement in this match. And look at the celebrations.
Well, just look at this. It's a good finish and reward for their pressure. They really have controlled this game.
Are back underway, and 1-0 it is. Let's see what happens next. Good-looking sequence. Can they take advantage? Good-looking move. There's still danger here. But hang on, the flag is up, and the keeper can breathe a big sigh of relief. Keeper not concentrating. Well, nothing comes of the attack when all is said and done. Chiesa. Brilliant pass. Oh, he's missed, but by a minuscule margin.
Well, he couldn't have made better contact than that. His technique is brilliant. He's so unlucky there.
By a little margin.
Well, no let up, plenty of pressure.
That damn ball back, man. Still it.
Well, he's
Still it.
certainly not alone.
Still the damn ball. Hit the damn ball.
Well, going for power from there, but not worrying the goalkeeper in the slightest. They're showing good defensive judgment. Now, what can they do from here? And the counter-attack is on, options available. Oh, nice ball over the top to chase. And striking it on the volley, just no luck.
Well, good technique, but just wide of the target.
That shit probably on easy. Gotta be.
Strong but fair tackle. And a chance to whip it in here. Really have to get it spot on to finish from there. And it was miles off target.
Well, maybe not the right choice there. That's a poor effort.
Poor effort. Poor effort.
High pressing at its best. Really good challenge. Good looking ball. There could be a chance now. And that'll be goalkeeper's ball. Oh, what a top-notch pass. The referee spotted the infringement, and it will be a free kick in a position of genuine menace. Well, that's not one for his personal scrapbook, I think it's safe to say.
Well, the manager will be absolutely furious. It's a waste of a good situation. He won't be on the next one, that's for sure. Well, these stats confirm how poor their finishing has been. Their general build-up play until that final shot has been excellent, and they really should be out of sight by now. Will they live to regret it?
Martin de Roon. Gakpo. And a timely intervention. Opportunity here. Oh, and he didn't miss by very much.
Yeah, he adjusted his body so well there. It's a great piece of skill, and it probably deserved the goal.
Oh, he could give it away. And that puts them in position. Oh, a moment of pure class! Had to catch it perfectly, and didn't he just?
Well, as you can see, he gets everything right here. What a skillful volley that is.
So underway once more, 2-0 the lead here.
Nummer 14, Federico
Goodbye.
Chiesa.
Into the advanced position. But they took care of the situation defensively. And he could run onto it here. Offside it is, but he needed sharp eyes to make that decision.
Well, it's fine margins, isn't it? But in the end, he just went too early.
Van Dijk. Nicely timed tackle. Well, let's see what they have in store for them on the break. And he's broken free. And this time it's in. Fabulous goal. And just look at the celebrations.
Well, here it is again, and it's all about the pace in transition. They're so quick to get out from the back, and when he gets onto it, he decides to go for power. It's a really emphatic finish, which gives the keeper no chance.
Nummer 10, Raspadori.
And the referee sensibly allowing them to carry on, advantage with them. Well, sometimes advantage just doesn't work out, and the referee has awarded a free kick now. Ake, and he stopped them in their tracks. What a magnificent pass. He's in with a chance. Well, getting boot on ball, but that's disappointing.
Well, there was lots of power in it, but he just couldn't control the shot. That's a very poor finish.
This could be dangerous. Well, that's the sign of a well-organised defence. Well, adding up all the stoppages, we will have 3 extra minutes. Well, I'll tell you what, surprising everyone by taking on the shot from that range.
Yeah, that was certainly a good effort from that sort of distance. Really struck it cleanly.
Ake. On to De Jong. Depay. Depay. Well, there was impending danger, but good defending. So the whistle then. We're at the halfway stage in this match. And we're focusing on him for a reason, Stuart. He's asking plenty of questions of the defenders.
Well, I think he's been outstanding so far. He's looked a constant threat and he's scored a very good goal. What a player he is.
Well, as they get the ball rolling again, interesting to see how the second half pans out. Good-looking ball, there could be a chance now. And he might be through here. And he's made it a brace for himself. The defender's just unable to stay with him. And he's having a field day.
Well, let's take another look, and you have to say the defending is so poor. That's far too easy. The keeper had no chance there.
Goal
And this
voor
is turning into
Italië.
something of a rout.
Nummer 10,
4-0.
Raspadori.
And a tiny ball. Sloppy in possession from Italy. Now, options are plenty. Di Marco. Chiesa. Really good build-up, but no end product. Now, will the cross work out for them? Determined defending. Oh, very effective. And still danger here. And problem solved for now. Not the best challenge, free kick. Well, no degree of difficulty for the goalkeeper. Well, possession ceded by the Netherlands. Well, he could run onto it here. Well, sometimes they come off for you, sometimes they don't, Stuart.
Well, he didn't get the technique right there, and as a result, he mistimes the contact on the ball.
We're being pressed here. Perfect tackle. 30 minutes left for play. And clears his lines. And quick thinking defensively. And on the back of that particular challenge, will the referee let the matter rest there?
Een mededeling voor de eigenaar van het voertuig met kenteken
Determined defending.
PS 88 VE. De lichten branden nog. Weten we
Ball over the top.
anders gaan ze vanzelf uit.
Oh, he'll take it on. And fine goalkeeping. Can someone get on the end of this? Well, it can be a bit of a hit or a miss when you try to catch the ball in that manner.
Well, it's a difficult skill, and on this occasion, he can't quite pull it off. Just didn't hit it cleanly enough.
An example of how to press. And going for goal! Well, the attack carried an initial threat, but fizzled out. Yatrauda. That's a very fine piece of tackling. And whipped into the box. Able to deal with the threat. Decides to shoot. Keeper did his job to begin with. And holding on to it and the second time of asking.
Well, those stats back up what we've been watching. It's been a really one-sided game. It's far too easy for them to open up this defence. This could turn into a rout.
Oh, what an opportunity. A cheeky chip. Well, trying the chip, but he got the execution all wrong.
Well, if he had the chance again, I think he'd choose another option. Not even close in the end.
Effective piece of pressing. And the referee felt he had to blow the whistle. Now we're inside the final 15 minutes. A real opening now. Well, that's a moment he'd like to airbrush from history. Not a good attempt.
Well, lots of power, but no control whatsoever. That's a real waste.
No let-up on the pressing front. Martin de Roon. A very effective challenge put in. Oh, that's a really good pass. Oh, he fancies his chances. Thumped clear. Distributing it well. Genuine chance. Oh, such an elegant finish. How about that on the volley? A brilliant strike, whatever way you look at it.
Well, here's the replay. What a superb volley this is. He strikes it so cleanly and he times it perfectly.
Doelpunt
It's a massive
voor
lead,
Italië.
and it's very hard to imagine them losing it now.
Domenico Berardi.
Speculative effort, and the keeper not really taxed by that long-range shot. Textbook closing down, and now they're on the attack. A corner will ensue. Can he deliver it with accuracy? It's not a particularly good corner there. Clean challenge. Oh, stylish ball. What can they do now? And fired against the crossbar. And putting paid to the danger.
Een wissel voor Nederland.
Substitution time it is here.
Laatend nummer 17, Daley Blind. Die maakt plaats voor Nummer 16, Joey Veerman.
Well, we are going to have a decent amount of stoppage time. 3 minutes to be exact. Oh, fine play, and maybe it'll set something up. Oh, Chiesa! And there goes the final whistle. It's a victory for Italy. Stuart, what have you made of that performance?
Well, it was a very short performance, wasn't it? I was particularly impressed with their play going forward. Really lively, almost cutting through at times. The result was never much of the outcome.
His performance in this particular game will have impressed many people, Stuart.
Not just his goals, but his all-round play. He was excellent.